In this video, you will learn the action used when shooting. During a game, each player will shoot at some point, so learning the correct technique is essential. To perfect your shooting action, work on these 3 steps: positioning yourself well, preparing the shot, and shooting at the basket. First, positioning yourself. Make sure your feet are turned towards the basket, shoulder width apart with your knees bent. The foot on the same side as your dominant hand should be slightly further forward than the other. Support the ball with your dominant hand. Your thumb and your index finger should form a V shape. Place your weaker hand on the side of the ball. Your thumbs should form a T shape. Secondly, preparing the shot. Bring your dominant hand below the ball, with your fingers spread out and pointing upwards, then bring it up in front of your face. From this moment, your eyes should be fixed on the basket. Align your foot, knee, elbow, and shooting hand with the basket. The ball should rest on your dominant hand without touching the center of the palm. You should be able to fit a finger into the gap between your palm and the ball. To make sure you're positioned correctly, you should be able to remove your weaker hand without dropping the ball. Thirdly, shooting at the basket. While pushing down with your legs, launch your arm forward, following the ball to release it at the highest point possible. When you release the ball, your elbow should be just above your eye level. You should only use your weaker hand to accompany the ball. Keep your foot, knee, elbow, and shooting hand in line with the basket throughout. If your elbow isn't properly aligned, your shot will go off course. To finish the movement, flick the wrist of your dominant hand to give the ball some backspin. This spin means the ball will be more likely to bounce into the basket if it hits the hoop or the backboard. Follow the movement right through the hand to guide the ball. Your index and middle finger should be the last fingers to touch the ball. You should finish in the rim, with your fingers pointing down towards the ground in the direction of the basket. In basketball, shooting is probably the hardest technique to master, and it needs a lot of training and practice. Each player has their own way of shooting, so find the method that suits you best. Over to you.